If you're over 60 and you think walking alone is enough to keep you strong, mobile, and independent, this may be the most important message you hear today. Because while walking is good, it's no longer enough to protect your muscles, joints, balance, and metabolism the way it used to. And the truth is, most seniors don't realize this until weakness, stiffness, or a fall suddenly changes everything. For years, walking has been called the perfect exercise for older adults. Doctors recommend it, neighbors swear by it, and many seniors proudly say, "I walk every day, so I'm fine." But here's the hidden problem no one explains clearly. After the age of 60, your body begins to lose muscle, bone strength, balance, and coordination at a faster rate. This process is called age-related decline, and walking alone does not challenge the body enough to slow it down. Think of walking like brushing your teeth. It's necessary, it's healthy, but brushing alone won't fix cavities, strengthen gums, or replace professional care. In the same way, walking keeps your heart moving, but it doesn't tell your muscles to stay strong, your bones to stay dense, or your brain to stay sharp in movement. And this matters more than most people realize. Research shows that after 60, adults can lose up to 1 to 2% of muscle mass every single year if they don't actively work against it. That muscle loss doesn't just make you weaker. It slows your metabolism, worsens blood sugar control, increases joint pain, and makes everyday tasks like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or getting up from a chair much harder. This is why so many seniors say, "I walk every day, but I still feel weaker than I used to." It's not because walking is bad. It's because walking by itself sends the wrong message to the body. It says, maintain, not improve. Now here's the good news. You don't need intense workouts, gym memberships, or painful routines to fix this. What your body needs are smarter movements that wake up muscles, challenge balance, protect joints, and improve coordination, all while being safe and realistic for people over 60. These are not extreme exercises. They're simple, science-backed movement patterns that work with your aging body instead of against it. And when combined with walking, they can dramatically improve strength, stability, confidence, and even energy levels. Let us talk first about why walking alone fails to protect one of the most important systems in your body after 60, your muscles. Walking mainly uses the same muscles over and over in a very predictable way. Your body becomes efficient, which sounds good, but efficiency means less stimulation. Muscles only stay strong when they're challenged slightly beyond what they're used to. Without that challenge, your brain slowly stops sending strong signals to those muscles, and they begin to shrink. This is especially dangerous for the muscles that protect your hips, knees, and lower back. These muscles are responsible for balance and preventing falls. Walking in a straight line on flat ground does almost nothing to strengthen them. That's why falls often happen not during walking, but when turning, stepping sideways, reaching, or reacting quickly. Walking doesn't train those movements. Real life does. That's where the first smarter move comes in. The first smarter move is controlled sit-to-stand movements. This may sound too simple, but it's one of the most powerful exercises for people over 60. Standing up from a chair uses your thighs, hips, core, and even your balance system all at once. These are the same muscles you need to get out of bed, off the toilet, or out of a car. Here's the key. Most people rush this movement or use their hands too much. The smarter approach is to slow it down. Sit back into the chair gently, then stand up with control. If needed, lightly touch the armrests at first. Over time, try using your hands less. Science shows that regular sit-to-stand practice improves leg strength, walking speed, and reduces fall risk more effectively than walking alone. Just 8 to 10 slow repetitions a day can send a powerful signal to your body to hold on to muscle. The second smarter move focuses on balance, something walking barely trains at all. It's called single-leg support practice. This doesn't mean standing on one leg like a gymnast. It means gently shifting weight to one foot while holding onto a counter or chair. Balance is controlled by your brain, inner ear, eyes, and small stabilizing muscles in your hips and ankles. These systems weaken when they aren't challenged. Walking keeps both feet on the ground most of the time, so your balance system stays underused. By practicing short moments of single-leg support, even 10 to 20 seconds per side, you wake up these stabilizing muscles. Over time, This improves reaction speed and reduces wobbling, especially on uneven surfaces. Studies show that seniors who practice balance exercises have significantly fewer falls, even if they already walk regularly. Now, the third smarter move is something most people completely ignore: upper body resistance movement. Walking does almost nothing for your arms, shoulders, chest, or upper back. Yet these muscles are essential for posture, breathing, and daily activities like lifting, reaching, and even protecting yourself during a stumble. Simple resistance movements like wall push-ups, light resistance band pulls, or even slow arm presses while seated can restore strength without stressing joints. Stronger upper body muscles improve posture, reduce neck and shoulder pain, and help keep your spine aligned. This is especially important because poor posture compresses the lungs and limits oxygen flow, which increases fatigue. Many seniors feel tired for no reason, when in reality, their posture and muscle weakness are reducing oxygen delivery. At this point, you might be thinking, this sounds helpful, but I already feel stiff and sore. Won't adding more movement make it worse? This is where the next two smarter moves change everything, because they focus on joint health, flexibility, and coordination, not just strength. And this is exactly where most seniors finally start feeling younger again. Because the body doesn't age just from getting older. It ages from losing smooth, confident movement. And that's where the fourth smarter move comes in. The fourth smarter move is slow, controlled mobility for your joints. This is very different from stretching the way most people think of it. Mobility means gently moving joints through their natural range of motion, not forcing them, not bouncing, and not pushing into pain. As we age, joints often feel stiff, not because they're worn out, but because the brain has stopped trusting them. When movement becomes limited, the nervous system tightens the area up as a form of protection. Walking in a straight line doesn't reassure the joints that they're safe to move in different directions. Simple movements like slow ankle circles, gentle knee bends, hip circles while holding onto a chair, and shoulder rolls tell the brain, this joint is safe. Over time, stiffness decreases, movement becomes smoother, and pain often lessens. Research shows that seniors who practice daily joint mobility have better walking efficiency, fewer aches, and improved confidence in movement. Even 5 minutes a day can make a noticeable difference. Now here's something most people don't realize. Joint stiffness and balance problems are deeply connected. When joints don't move well, the brain gets less information about where the body is in space. That confusion increases the risk of missteps and falls, which brings us to the fifth and final smarter move. And this one ties everything together. The fifth smarter move is coordinated movement that challenges the brain and body at the same time. Walking is mostly automatic. Your brain goes on autopilot. That's relaxing, but it doesn't keep your nervous system sharp. Coordinated movements can be very simple, stepping forward and back while gently swinging the opposite arm. Walking sideways for a few steps along a counter. Marching in place while touching one hand to the opposite knee. These movements train communication between the brain and muscles. This type of movement improves reaction time, mental sharpness, and physical confidence. Studies show that coordination training in older adults improves both mobility and cognitive function, because movement and brain health are closely linked. This is why people who stay coordinated tend to move with confidence, while others become cautious and tense. Confidence in movement isn't just mental, so it's neurological. Now let's put all of this into perspective. Walking is still valuable. It supports heart health, circulation, and mood. But walking alone is like using only one tool to maintain an entire house. It helps, but it leaves many important systems unattended. When you add these 5 smarter moves, sit to stand strength, balance practice, upper body resistance, joint mobility, and coordination, you create a complete movement system for your body, one that protects independence, reduces pain, and keeps daily life easier. The best part is that these movements don't require special equipment, gym machines, or long workouts. Many seniors notice improvements with just 10 to 15 minutes a day, done consistently. And here's something very encouraging: it's never too late to start. Studies show that people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can regain strength, balance, and mobility when they train smartly. The body responds to the right signals at any age. This is why some 75-year-olds move like they're 60, while others struggle at 65. It's not luck. It's not genetics alone. It's the type of movement they practice. If you've been walking faithfully but still feel weaker, stiffer, or less steady, it's not your fault. You were simply given incomplete advice. Walking is a foundation, not the full solution. When these smarter moves are added, walking finally does what people expect it to do: support a strong, confident, capable body. In a moment, I'll explain how to combine walking with these 5 smarter moves in a simple, realistic way that fits into your daily routine without feeling overwhelming. This approach is what helps seniors not just live longer, but live better, with fewer limitations and more freedom. The key to making all of this work is not doing everything at once, but letting these movements naturally support your walking routine instead of replacing it. Think of walking as the base, and these 5 smarter moves as the support pillars that keep everything strong and stable. A simple approach works best. On most days, keep your regular walk, even if it's just 10 or 15 minutes. Walking keeps the heart healthy and the joints gently warmed up. Then, either before or after your walk, add a few minutes of smarter movement. For example, after walking, when your muscles are already warm, do a few slow sit-to-stand movements from a chair. This reinforces leg strength right when the body is most ready to adapt. Later in the day, maybe while waiting for water to boil or holding onto the kitchen counter, practice short balance holds on one leg. These small moments add up more than people realize. Upper body resistance can be done every other day. Wall push-ups, gentle band pulls, or even slow arm presses while seated help maintain posture and shoulder strength. When the upper body stays strong, breathing becomes easier and fatigue decreases. Joint mobility fits perfectly into quiet moments. While watching television or sitting on the bed in the morning, gently move ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders through comfortable ranges. No forcing, no pain, just smooth, controlled motion. This keeps joints feeling young and responsive. And coordination movements can be woven into daily life. Marching in place for a minute, stepping sideways along a hallway, or practicing opposite arm and leg movements trains the brain without feeling like exercise. This is especially powerful because it improves both physical confidence and mental sharpness. What's important to understand is that consistency matters more than intensity. The aging body responds best to regular, gentle challenges. When movements feel safe and manageable, the nervous system stays engaged instead of defensive. This is why people who move smartly often say they feel lighter, steadier, or more confident within just a few weeks. Their muscles wake up, their joints loosen, their balance improves, and everyday tasks stop feeling like effort. Another benefit many seniors notice is better sleep. When the body gets the right kind of movement during the day, the nervous system relaxes more deeply at night. This leads to better recovery, which further protects strength and mobility. There's also a powerful emotional shift that happens. When you trust your body again, fear of falling decreases. And when fear decreases, movement becomes smoother and more natural. This creates a positive cycle instead of a downward spiral. Walking alone can't create that cycle, but walking supported by smarter movement can. So, if you're over 60 and you've been doing everything right by walking, yet still feel like your body is slowly slipping away from you, this is your missing piece. Not more walking, smarter movement. Your body doesn't need to be pushed harder, it needs to be guided better. And when you give it the right signals, it remembers how to move with strength, balance, and confidence again. Even now. There's something else that changes after 60, and almost nobody explains it clearly. Your body doesn't just get weaker, it gets more cautious. Your brain starts double-checking every move. If it senses weak muscles, stiff joints, or shaky balance, it quietly puts the brakes on. Movements become slower, smaller, and more guarded. That's why so many people say, "I don't move like I used to." It's not laziness, it's protection. Walking alone doesn't turn that protection mode off. Walking feels safe and familiar, so the brain doesn't get the signal that the body can handle more. But when you add smarter movements, strength, balance, and coordination, the brain starts to trust the body again. And when the brain trusts the body, movement starts to feel natural again. This is why some older adults move with ease, while others hesitate, even if they're the same age. The difference isn't willpower, it's training the nervous system. Confident movement is learned. Another thing walking doesn't train very well is quick reactions. Real life isn't a straight sidewalk. You step on uneven ground, turn suddenly, reach for something, or catch yourself when you lose balance. If the body hasn't practiced those situations, it freezes instead of responding. Smarter movements teach your body how to react without panic. Side steps, gentle direction changes, and opposite arm and leg movements help your muscles and brain talk to each other faster. Over time, reactions get sharper and falls become less likely. There's also a big mindset shift that happens. When your body feels capable, fear drops. And when fear drops, muscles stop tensing up for no reason. That alone can reduce stiffness and pain more than people expect. Joint confidence matters too. When joints only move one way, the brain treats them like they're fragile. But when joints move safely in different directions, the brain starts labeling them as strong again. That changes how pain is felt and how freely you move. A lot of people are told their joints are just worn out. In reality, many joints are underused, not broken. The right kind of movement brings blood flow, lubrication, and confidence back into the joint. Over time, this adds up in small but powerful ways. Standing up feels automatic, turning feels smooth, walking feels lighter. You stop thinking so much about every step. That's the real goal, not just staying active, but feeling steady, capable, and in control of your body again. Walking keeps you moving. Smarter movement keeps you ready. And when those two work together, age stops calling the shots. If there's one thing to remember, it's this. Aging doesn't mean giving up strength, balance, or confidence. It simply means the body needs smarter signals than it used to. Walking is still a wonderful habit, but when it's supported with the right movements, it becomes truly powerful. These small, simple changes can protect your independence, reduce pain, and help you feel steady and capable in your everyday life. You don't need perfection. You don't need long workouts. You just need consistency and the right kind of movement. Movements that work with your body, not against it. Start where you are, move gently, and trust that your body can still respond, adapt, and improve at any age. And if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Here, we focus on practical, science-backed tips designed especially for adults over 50 and 60 who want to stay strong, mobile, and independent for years to come. New videos are shared regularly to help you move better, feel better, and live better. Your health journey doesn't stop with one walk, and it doesn't stop with one video either. Stay connected, keep learning, and keep moving smart.